comment from Senator Obama over the weekend has been getting a lot of attention online and here as well. Roll this and listen closely.
Your new tax plan is going to tax me more, isn't it?
It's not that I want to punish your success. I just want to make sure that everybody who is behind you, that they've got a chance at success too. I think when you spread the wealth around, it's good for everybody.
When you spread the wealth around, it's good for everybody. Stu Varney back with us on that. Good morning to you, Stu. How do markets respond when that looks like the prevailing wisdom that could take over in Washington?
There is profound unease at the idea of an Obama presidency backed up by a heavily Democratic Congress. If President Obama were to put in place his wealth redistribution schemes as they now stand, you would be getting tens of millions of Americans getting a check from the Treasury in January every year, paid for by higher taxes on the rich. Senator Obama proposes a tax credit in the form of a check in the mail for mortgage interest, college tuition, savings, childcare, clean cars, earned income tax credit to be expanded, a make work pay credit. All of these credits would be refundable to those people who don't pay taxes anyway in the form of a check in the mail. 63 million Americans would pay no federal income tax whatsoever, and most of them would get a check in the mail every January. That is wealth redistribution. It gets investors very worried, Bill.
Even if you don't pay taxes,
yep,
you get a check. That's like a government refund, right?
That is correct.
I mean, what else does that add up to?
Even if you've not paid any federal income taxes at all, under a President Obama, given his current policies, 44 million people, 44% of all filers would pay no income tax at all, and tens of millions of them would get a check in the mail every January. Not just once, not just a single one-off rebate program, every single January.
Stu, over the past month, we have seen economic turmoil. There's no other way to describe it. Some say the worst since the Great Depression. Well, that's not here yet. And let's hope, by God, we don't get there. Has any of this been given a rethought, a rethink over the past month?
You mean that the likelihood that we'd go from all this financial turmoil to what you might call a depression, a 2008-9 depression?
No, I'm talking about the tax plans and the business plans that may be enacted if you got a Democratic Congress on the Hill behind me and a Democrat in the White House.
No, to my knowledge, there's been no shift in the tax policy proposed by Senator Obama. You just heard the soundbite: wealth redistribution, spread it around. That's his basic policy. And those tax credits and the tax increases for the top 5% of income earners, that's how it stands to this day.
All right, Stu, thank you for that. We will check back in later, and for sure we'll see you at 1 o'clock over in FBN, 140, 137 now for the Dow 30 to the upside. Thank you, Stu. Good to have you here.